Hey everybody, this video is going to be called Don't Sweat the Small Stuff. And it's a lesson that I'm still trying to learn. And it's something that my mother had initially tried to teach me. As I mentioned in another video, my mother recently passed away, and I wish that I had listened to her. Don't sweat the small stuff. She was always saying that to me, especially after I had kids. Um, Initially, when I started this video, I had to really sit down and think about the way she tried to present it to me. And it's this: when we're, talking to our children and they answer us in such a way that we just want to jump up and be like, are you nuts? They get really sarcastic and nasty sometimes. My mother used to tell me, Donna, don't sweat the small stuff. Pick and choose your battles wisely. If your kid gets in your face, you don't have to back down, she would say to me, but just walk away if you get wound up by what they say. And I'm still trying to get that. I'm still trying to do that because when I was growing up, my father suffered from PTSD and he was a manic depressant. And he worked nights. So my mother would turn around and be like, "Oh, you got to be quiet and don't play too loudly," and that kind of thing. And it was really hard for me and my sisters because we were rambunctious. I know I was off the wall. And my kids are the same way. They're funny, they're boisterous, they're loud, and they just like to play. And the twins are 5, so they're all over the place. And I'm trying to be like, don't sweat the small stuff. But I have to admit that sometimes it just doesn't work because my mother taught me respect. You don't sit there and talk back. You don't argue with your parents. My mother would smack me across the face. Not hard, but just enough to get my attention if I ever dared talk to her like that. So when my kids do it to me, it's like, you said what? Really? Go to your room. That's the best that I can do because nothing else seems to work or get their attention. So it's just like, you know what? Just leave me alone. Get out of my face type of thing. And I'm not saying it to them to be nasty or like neglect their needs. It's just like, if you're going to talk back to me, then I'm not going to talk to you right now, is basically what I'm trying to convey to them. When you're ready to sit down and talk, we'll talk. And again, mom's words keep popping in my head. Don't sweat the small stuff. So then, you get these landlords that are just completely irritating. They don't fix things on time. They don't fix things at all. And it's just like, not for nothing, but if I were a man, I would obviously do it myself. But being a woman and being a woman who doesn't know how to fix diddly squat, because I'm not mechanically inclined, my husband, he's had to format my computer I don't know how many damn times. So it's just like, don't sweat the small stuff. If you have a friend who, can fix your brakes or fix your washing machine, by all means, ask them. What's the worst that they could say? No. I mean, don't sweat the small stuff. What else can I use as an example? Oh, your boss tells you, you got to have 500 clients by Tuesday, next Tuesday. And you're like, how the hell do you expect me to do that? Okay, well, don't sweat the small stuff because I don't think anybody can actually achieve that goal. But I'm sure you understand what I'm trying to convey here. The point is, don't sweat the small stuff. It's those little minor irritations that just get under our skin and just make us grr. Let it go. And it's a lesson that I'm still trying to learn. Let it go. We gotta find our release button for this stuff, because I'll tell you what, I have a very short fuse. Being a Taurus, I'm very stubborn and my patience is limited. It really is, which is kind of surprising. But those little irritations just, they sneak in there when you're not expecting, and then mom's words keep ringing in my ears like she's standing right next to me. Donna, don't sweat the small stuff, it's okay. And that's the point of this video. Guys, relax, it's okay. Don't sweat the small stuff. Blessed be.